What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching The Road to Beast Wars. This is just a web series where we're talking about the production of Transformers Rise of the Beasts. This is episode number 6. And I want to first start off by saying that I am really loving that everybody is so excited and so enthusiastic about this web series. You guys asked for it. You guys wanted to see more updates on the next big Transformers film, and here it is. I'm loving the support that you guys are giving me, and I just love reading the comments where you guys have been telling me that you guys have been following me since Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, Transformers Last Night, and I'm trying to bring back those exciting vibes, so thank you so much for that support. So once again, stay subscribed to this channel, and also if you are new to this channel, make sure you stay subscribed, or you subscribe right now, because we're going to keep on providing updates and a lot of news and feedback about what is going on, and maybe we can piece together a movie. All right, so there we go. Thank you so much once again. So we got a lot to talk about, but I just want to follow up on something I talked about on the previous episode, and that is thank you so much everybody for correcting me about the character of Glyph. I don't know if he's actually going to be in the movie. I don't even know if it's a he or a she, but in any case, I don't know if Glyph is actually going to be in the movie. I don't think so, but Glyph is not just a character from Transformers Animated. Glyph is a character from G1. I had no idea about that, so thank you for correcting me. I actually like to learn, so but I've just never heard of Glyph. So, I mean, when did Glyph ever appear? If somebody can let me know in the comments section, or I could just look it up on tfwiki.net. but that's really not my big concern right now. My big concern is the new, well, not new, but familiar vehicles that were spotted on location on the filming of Transformers Rise of the Beasts in Montreal. And I'm sure a lot of you hardcore fans already know who it is. Before I talk about them, I want to give a big shout out to Transformers Cars, Ramdean Studios, Humberto Gonzalez, Cameron 136, and also Mikel Herrera Gutierrez. Thank you so much for posting, reposting, sharing, resharing, and just, anyways, everybody's just talking about it and giving me this information and just posting it on social media. So I want to thank you guys for doing that, because without you guys, we would, without you guys, we would have nothing to talk about. I mean, not just me, but like everybody. Okay, so thanks so much for sharing it. B is back. We already know B and Optimus Prime are B and Prime are back. We already know that. But this is our first look at Bumblebee. And our first look actually is just the rear. The rear, he's being offloaded from a truck, which B was being transported with. So this is just the back. But you can imagine the excitement of finally seeing a familiar character, and that is Bumblebee. You know, when we see the brand new characters, I mean the characters like, for example, Mirage, who's not necessarily brand new because we know him in G1, but brand new as in arriving on set, we're like, okay, that's Mirage. Okay, that's exciting. But when you see a familiar character, regardless of how overused Bumblebee is, it's still, you still get that excitement. You still get that energy. You get that crazy vibe, that even a little bit nostalgic, right? So that's really cool just from seeing the back. Let's take a look at his front. There he is. So this one is, I can tell already that it is quite... not quite, but it feels a little bit different. It just looks a little bit different. You can see the front is different. Are the tires a little bit wider? I can't really tell, but I don't know. They just feel larger. But there is B. There is B as a Camaro as we remember from the very, very first film. Of course, he looks a lot cleaner. He looks a lot cleaner. And, the 2007 film, he's a 1977 Camaro. This one looks a little bit different, but back in 2000, this 2007 film, of course, he was a little bit more rusty, beat up and rusty, right? So you saw that he wasn't very clean. This is a very clean looking Camaro, so it's going to be good to see this version of Bumblebee out there. How long is he going to stay this version in the movie? We don't know if he's going to go through any upgrades. It's possible. That's up in the air. We just don't know yet until we see another vehicle mode. But in any case, that's Bumblebee right there. And now here's what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for the hero himself, and that is Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is here, and you can already see there are changes, revisions to the way he looks, upgrades, if you will. This is the side. He's just pulling up out of the alley, or the building rather, where he was kept. First thing I notice is that gray or white or silver stripe that goes across. Okay, there is that I don't know what you would call that, but that silver piece above the windshield, that's definitely new. I don't remember anything like that. Right by the smokestacks, you would see these metal panels. That's also it looks a little bit bigger than they were before. I can't really tell. I have to look back. And of course, that metal frame at the front. I don't know what you would actually call that. I'm sure there's a technical name for that. That's also obviously new. That's a big change. Okay, so let's see him pull up, and wow. Just looking at it from the back, I'll tell you, this angle looks even better because you could see the blue, and that's full on Optimus Prime. Like, this is really, really exciting, actually. This is, because these are the heroes. I mean, after all, if you don't already know, Transformers Rise of the Beast is a combination of films, okay? This is a Bumblebee sequel. This is the Optimus Prime and Bumblebee buddy film, and this is also Hasbro and Paramount's introduction to Beast Wars in the live-action universe. So it's actually 3 films in one. Originally, I talked about this in my TF movie show that there's actually 3 separate ideas. It's 3 separate ideas, and that's at least how they were talked about in the media. But now we know that it's actually three ideas, 3 concepts brought into one: the Bumblebee sequel, the Optimus Prime Bumblebee movie, and the Beast Wars film, all rolled up in one. Now we have Transformers Rise of the Beast. And so far, what we're seeing is is something more along the tradition of the last 4 sequels, or the first 5 films rather, because they're much bigger films. And I mean that compared to Bumblebee, compared to the previous film, which was only a $130 million budget. This is a $200 million film filmed in a major city. So we are, of course, going to see all these vehicles, all this action, all these car chases, all these explosions, perhaps even military gunfire. We don't even know. At least police, okay? But in any case, we're going to be seeing vehicles rolling around the streets of a big city like Montreal, as we have seen in the production of Age of Extinction, Transformers Last Night, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon. We're going to see all that. So, guys, this is just the beginning. Prepare for lots and lots of excitement. This is not going to be nowhere near the same small scale as Bumblebee, where everything is so contained. We're talking large scale production here. So, we saw Mirage, Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime. We're going to see a lot more. And keep in mind, this is a Beast Wars film, so we're not going to actually see whatever those Beast Wars are. Maybe we're going to see the Terracons, because, Nightbird's going to be a Skyline, and Scourge is going to be some kind of aggressive truck. After all, he does have 4 smokestacks. So we are eventually going to see those characters on the road. But what I'm very excited to see right now at this moment is Bee and Optimus Prime. They are back. They are so back, and they're looking better than ever. Okay, I won't say that they're looking better than ever, because I did like the way Optimus Prime looks before in Bumblebee, in his cameo appearance at the end of the movie. But you know what? Even though I do have my opinions, and they're not great opinions about that stripe, and it's really just the stripe, okay? Even though I have that opinion, I'm not really feeling the metal frame at the front, even though I have those feelings about it, that doesn't matter, and that's all going to change when I see the actual movie. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how they look in their vehicle. In these, I mean, how they look with these changes. It's not how they look. It's how these characters portray themselves in the movie and as robot mode. So all my feelings about the paint job with the stripe, the silver stripe, and the metal frame, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't look as good in in the naked format. And by naked, I mean behind the scenes. It always looks so much better on, like, presented on film, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so those are my initial feelings about it. But regardless, I'm super excited. Bee and Bumblebee have a scene together in this part of Montreal. I don't know if they're going, I don't think they're actually part of the same scene that Mirage is in, because you did so far in the filming, we haven't seen them together. Okay, so Bee and Optimus Prime are rolling around in this doesn't look like a downtown area, but maybe this is where they're just keeping them. So but in any case, I think this is a separate part of the story than the Mirage scene. That's what I believe. Okay, and there you have it. Those are those are my thoughts on Bumblebee and Optimus Prime making their first appearance during the production of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. And there you have it. Now, before I go, I just want to bring to your attention that there's still 1 day left in this poll that I posted on Twitter. Go to my Twitter, make sure you follow me at Ragin Nation, okay? And put your vote in this poll that I put out, okay? And that is, what kind of Transformers film do you want to see? And I know Transformers: Rise of the Beast is already filming, so it doesn't really matter. But the whole point of this is I want to get an idea of who my audience is. I want to get an idea of what you guys really want to see, actually. And here are my options: Transformers: Rise of the Beast, The Last Night, sequel, faithful Beast Wars film, or fully rebooted TF film. Okay, so those are the options. There's only 4 options. There could be more, but then Twitter only allows you 4 entries for a poll. So just place your votes. There's only a day left, and it's looking pretty close right now between Rise of the Beast and Transformers: Last Night sequel. It was different yesterday, actually. The Rise of the Beast sequel was higher. So at this point, what we've seen, does that change how you feel? And also, will that make you go towards Transformers: Rise of the Beast, knowing what you know now? Because this is still a big Transformers production, just like the Michael Bay ones, okay? So there you have it. And finally, last thing I want to bring to your attention is another Hasbro movie is coming. Hasbro Paramount movie is coming, and that is Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, which comes out on July 23rd. I got some swag to give away. You still have a couple hours left. Go to my Instagram stories, and then answer the skill test or trivia question that I have there. It's only a couple of hours left, okay? I think it ends at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. And make sure you get your answer in so that you could win Flint Lady J from the Classified series and 2 Snake Eyes hand towels, okay? So there you have it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, subscribing, supporting, following me on all my different profiles, Twitter, Instagram. If you're not following me, the links are on the description box below. And thanks for all the support. I got lots of entertaining videos coming up for you guys, especially if you want to follow this production. So thank you so much once again. I really appreciate it. You don't understand how great it feels to bring back this energy, and how great it feels to talk about these films again. We've had a drought since Transformers: Last Night. I'm going to be completely honest. Bumblebee wasn't the same feeling at all, although I still love that film the most. That one had a different feeling for the journey. But the journey for this film is going to be the same as the journey for the other films. Believe me, because, you know, this is on the same scale. So we're going to get a lot of information, and a huge part of what makes the release so exciting is the journey, and I'm gonna bring that for you guys. Okay, so once again, I appreciate the support. And what else do I want to say? There was one more item I forgot, but I'll just leave it with: drink more water. Water is healthy. Okay, anyways, my name is Alex. I'll see you next time. Peace.